nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's house. Now that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, yeah. Whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's not a finesse. Boy, you stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. A first down throw for Prescott. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
And at the 48-yard line.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
He's brought down by Will.
Nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
2nd and 8.
Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Prescott now from the 50. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Off the play fake, Prescott. Going to throw right side here, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Makes the score Jaguars 7, Bengals nothing.
And Lambeau now after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
He'll throw from the gun.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And a yard.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Bengals.
Now it's Burrow. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st down, Cincinnati.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Prescott from the gun. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll throw again. Prescott. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A toss running left, Fournette. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long for Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
They start on the ground with Geis. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd down, Burrow. That's complete to John Ross. And this will be he stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Touchdown.
Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the Jaguars' 4-yard line.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing again on second down. Prescott.
He'll fire one deep for Westbrook.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
taken at about the 16. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
A 3-yard gain.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
3rd and 2. Now Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Mixon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
7-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Cincinnati.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
It's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
sometimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
14-yard line.
Another try after the first down sack. Prescott flushed out right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Geno Atkins in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Rush comes in, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Bengals 31, Jaguars 7.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, 53 yards. And the Jaguars get a score closer. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
31, Jaguars 15. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And out of bounds right around the 20. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
On the 20-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Prescott to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off.
And Prescott, his third interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Burrow on 3rd down. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. On the crossing route, complete. It's Boyd. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27
that shit
yards
cheesy
there,
as
first
hell,
down.
bro.
Cincinnati.
Glitch ass nigga.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 35. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Mixon with it. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 25. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
And inches.
This is Mixon. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And this long drive is going to continue as they move the chains again. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On 1st down, Mixon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. They'll run here with Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Geis. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Ronnie Harrison on the tackle.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Off to Geis on the screen. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoffs, and they have been pushed around, and now their backs against the wall. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
6-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Play action now. Prescott. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the Bengals 26.
That's out to his running back, Fournette. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. One last shot now for Prescott.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And that will write a finish to this ball game.